Look into the camera.
Yeah, don't look at the screen there. Just look at the camera, darling.
Okay.
What are you wearing?
Me? I am wearing a Star Wars outfit.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, hands on sexual. Let's get into it, baby.
Yeah!
Woo! That was very hot. Hello, my friends. It's me, Professor Hans von Puppet, here again with the lovely Kyla Monroe. Hello,
Yes.
darling. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Thank you for coming. Now, Kyla
for having
requested that I revive an old show I used to do here on my channel called Hans on Sex.
Yes.
You've watched a few of those, have you?
Yes, I have. I watched pretty much every single one of them.
Oh, yeah, wonderful. Did you learn anything?
Yes, I did. I thought it was very informative. It was nice to hear your opinions and also the opinions of women.
Ah, well, thank you. I think women's opinions are very important.
Yes, very.
Don't let anyone tell you different. We're reviving Hans on Sex unsponsored just to talk to Kyla today about Comic-Con and sex at Comic-Con.
Right. There's a lot of it.
Well, I certainly hope so. The New York Comic-Con is upcoming and you're going to it, I guess?
Yes, I am. I'm very, very excited. I've
Uh-huh.
been to like 6 of them before, so
Oh, wow.
for this one.
6 New York Comic-Cons?
Yes.
Well, what can you tell us about sex at a Comic-Con?
There is a lot of it. You would think that there wouldn't be a lot of sexual things happening, but in fact, this is the most sexual convention.
Aha.
Probably even more than the Exotica.
Really? Wait a minute, there's more sex at the sci-fi convention than the porn convention? I find that hard to believe.
I think a lot of these people haven't been touched before.
Aha.
They have a lot of pent-up aggression.
I see.
And I think that, this is where they can let their freak flag fly.
Freak flag fly.
'Cause
Everyone said it.
I don't even read comic books.
You don't?
No, I don't
Really?
read comic books, but I don't go for the sex, but I
Uh-huh.
go to let my freak flag fly.
Tell me more about your freak flag, darling. I see you're wearing a Star Trek uniform there.
Oh, Star Trek, yes.
Yes.
I'm not really into comic books, but I'm very into Comic-Con and I'm an expert in that.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought it was Harvard.
So assuming there's lovely young women like you who are at Comic-Con for the sex even.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wonderful. I've been to Comic-Con in San Diego many times. And there are some very sexy women down there, as you could see in my previous videos
Yes,
on the
yes.
topic.
Yeah, it's
But sad to say, hooking up with them has never been my specialty. Perhaps you could give us some advice on...
I'm really surprised because you're an attractive man.
Why, thank you, darling. Let's talk about what you know about Comic-Con, shall we?
Okay.
Okay. What are your top tips for sex at Comic-Con?
Well, one, don't worry about condoms.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of these people are virgins, so sexual disease is not really an option.
I see. But I don't know if that's the best advice. What if you got pregnant by some Wookiee or something?
I didn't think of that.
You know, that Wookiee sperm is very powerful.
Yeah, that and also, seeing that they are virgins, they might, splooge a little bit prematurely.
Well, that is true. When the gun has not been shot before, it has a hair trigger.
Yeah.
That is true.
So I'm thinking maybe I wouldn't bring condoms, but I would just make them, if you're a female, I would make them pull out.
Make them pull out. I don't mind telling you that is not the most effective form of birth control.
Well,
Because you know, that little sticky bit, that little bit that comes out early, we should have put a adults only thing on this. Let's put that in right now. Adults only. But the little bit sticky bit that comes out of the Wookiee's ding dong at the beginning, before you even have sex, there's lots of sperms in that. And those can get you pregnant without even them
you're really
finishing at all.
I don't really go that far into it.
Really?
Because it's kind of a buzzkill.
Well, you've got to look out for yourself, John. You've got to play it safe. Tell me another tip. What's another good tip that you have?
My next tip is imagination is key.
Imagination is key. I think that's true.
Right. You may be sleeping with Gambit,
You may well be.
right? But you're not going to be sleeping with the comic book version of Gambit.
True.
You're going to be sleeping with the guy that lives in his mother's basement and doesn't shower.
Oh, I see. That could be a
Maybe,
problem.
Yeah, shower once a month optional.
I see.
So if imagination doesn't help in those times, I suggest alcohol.
What do you like to drink at Comic-Con?
I like to drink anything pretty much that is available and is
I see.
free.
Aha!
That is kind of what I go for. Long Island iced teas are always my
whoa.
favorite.
How many of those can you drink?
Not many.
I see.
I'm a really cheap date. Being a cheap date at Comic-Con is also good advice because a lot of those guys, don't have a lot of money. A lot of the girls don't have a lot of money. This is their one big thing to let their freak light fly. It's like their Christmas.
I see. Of all the characters in the whole world of sci-fi fantasy, who would you most like to hook up with at Comic-Con?
Oh my gosh.
Would you like me to give you a choice?
You.
Oh, well, I think we can arrange that. If someone says, who's your favorite Doctor Who? Who's your favorite Doctor? What would you say?
Dr. Root. He's a very nice dentist, and I like him a lot.
Doctor, don't mention your dentist or your gynecologist or any of that.
Oh.
You have to pick a number between 1 and 12.
12.
Excellent. Say, so who's your favorite Doctor?
12.
Number 12. That's a good answer. He's the one that's right now. The Doctor Who that's number 12 is right now.
Oh.
Peter Capaldi. He's the oldest one. He's got grey hair like me.
Oh,
He's distinguished. I see you like older men.
I do.
All right, darling, what's next?
Okay, so there's a lot of tension at Comic-Con because there's the really intense nerds that know everything about comic books. And there's the fake nerds, which are like a lot of usually pretty girls who just like to dress up and get attention and take pictures, and they actually make money off of doing these comic book things.
I understand that. That's a division. It's where like the people who have been nerds and oppressed their whole lives as being outsiders feel like all the hot girls are getting all the attention, and it's not fair because they are not real. They're fake nerds. They're not real nerds like the wheezy inhaler guys themselves.
Right, but if a wheezy inhaler guy got to hook up with sexy Pikachu, I think he would.
I think the shoe would be on the other foot then. He could be okay with it.
Yeah, I think everyone would be okay with it. I like the real nerds. I like the real nerds because I'm technically a fake nerd because I don't know about the comic books and stuff.
Yeah.
But if you open yourself up and have sexual intercourse with a real nerd, you will become accepted.
That's true.
It's such a sexual, jungle there.
It certainly is.
It's so intoxicating, and if you're into it, you might as well work your way up the ladder while you're into it.
See, wonderful. So you don't mind stepping past the guy who looks like Wolverine to sleep with the guy who looks like Jabba the Hutt?
No, because Jabba the Hutt...
I think we found her perfect pairing. OTP. Kayla and Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt would be so appreciative, and he will get you.
That's true.
Comic-Con, there's so...
I know.
There's so many, ins there. When I first went to Comic-Con, I was waiting in those lines.
Oh, those lines are terrible at Comic-Con.
They're terrible, but now, once you get in with the in crowd who knows all the cracks and crevices...
Yes.
After you enter a few cracks and crevices...
Oh, well... You've got to watch out for your cracks and crevices, don't you?
I just have advice for the virgins that are coming, which is 98% of the population of Comic-Con.
Listen up, virgins.
Yes. So when you go there, I know you've had a lot of time to think about all the things you'd like to explore. And at the final closing ceremony orgy party, Triple
Orgy
X-Men
party?
Orgy party.
Really?
Yes.
We don't have that in San Diego that I know of. Wow.
Really?
No.
You gotta come to the East Coast.
Well, I accept your invitation.
So if you go to the Triple X-Men orgy party closing night, I know that a lot of you virgins have a lot of expectations because in your imagination, you are Iceman, nailing Rainbow Bright with Wolverine.
Well, yes.
But if you do that in real life, it's not gonna come out like that.
Well, this is all wonderful advice. Okay, so to recap, we got, don't use condoms, actually do. Drink a lot of alcohol.
Right.
But not more than 1 Long Island iced tea if you weigh under 100 pounds, yes?
I weigh over 100 pounds.
Well, you carry it very well, darling.
Thank you.
Wear a costume, but don't worry if you don't understand who it's of.
Right.
Yeah? And have a good time. Let your freak flag fly, yeah?
Yes, very, very important.
That's the most important.
Be open-minded.
Be open-minded.
And be prepared to have every orifice, filled.
Orifices filled, mind blown. I like your sexy outfit.
Thank you. Star Trek.
That's right, you did it, Star Trek.
Thank you.
You're like Lieutenant Uhura there, darling. We'll talk about that in another video on Kyla's channel, Bad Girls Ball. Click on her lovely face right now to go and watch that one. Well, this has been fun, darling. Thank you for talking to me here today about your top tips of Comic-Con.
Thank you.
Should we play the Hands on Sex theme again? Let's listen to it right here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hands on sexual. Let's get into it, baby.
Yeah.
Woo! That was very hot. All right, that's it. Be sure to find Kyla Monroe on Bad Girls Ball on YouTube.
Thank you. You're
Thank you
so
so much,
sweet. I
darling.
just love you.
Oh, I love you too.
I love you more.
I will. It's not contest time.